So the last step is to actually journalize this transaction into my accounting records. So it's actually not a complicated journal entry because we already did all the work. So all I need to do is do a debit to each of these accounts. Debit delivery expense for 8, debit auto expense for 148, debit postage expense for 41, debit merchandise inventory for 58, and debit office supplies for 87. So I'll just go ahead and make those adjustments. So the delivery expense was the total in that category, which is 8. The auto expense is 148. The postage expense is the 41. The merchandise inventory is the 58. And the office supplies is the 87. Now what I want to do is record the cash short. So in this case, because it's negative, it means that I have less receipts than I had cash. So somebody accidentally forgot to put $7 worth of change back into our float. And of course that happens when we're dealing with loonies and toonies and small amounts of bills. But I'm comfortable with just having that not recorded. If I was out by a lot more, it might make me feel uncomfortable. So I'll just say cash over short for 7. Now, if this actually was the opposite way where somehow I ended up having more money in my float than I originally did, then we would call that cash over and it would sit on the credit side. So I just wanted to let you know that that could happen as well. So normally then what I would do is I would just take the credit to cash for the difference, but because we also at the same time want to increase the petty cash fund from 360 to 500, what I'm going to do is put in the difference, so petty cash. So just take, we want the petty cash fund to be 500 now, so take 500 away from 360 and that'll give you 140. And now what we're going to do is record cash on the other side and just add all of this up. And then that will give you your credit, and that would be 489. And I'll record this entry. And let's just double check this just to make sure that I made the entry okay. Yeah, that's perfect. So again, this journal entry was a combination of recording all of the receipts in the petty cash fund, recording cash over and short, and then replenishing the fund to bring it from $360 up to $500.